What's going on, guys? My name's Zephr, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I am showing you this brand new team that I've built for Regulation D. I've seen a fair few people talking about it. People are dubbing it the Snow Room team, and I'm going to tell you what that's about, really, if it's not self-explanatory. So as I just said, the team's kind of self-explanatory. The team focuses on getting the snow up using Abomasnow, and then getting Trick Room set up via Bronzong or Cresselia, and from there kind of just letting Glastrier get set up with Sword Stance and knocking things out just to boost its attack stats even further, and then just basically taking KOs the entire game till you've won. It's as simple as that in some ways and forms. So Glastrier has the Clear Amulet, so that once you've got a Sword Stance or you've got a Chill Innate boost or anything like that, it can't be taken away from it, unless of course it leaves the field. It's got the Water Terror. I've seen some people using the Ice Terror and Terra Blast instead of Icicle Crash for even more damage, because Terra Blast is more reliable than Icicle Crash. But I've got Water Terror on mine, so that, you know, if Glastrier is threatened, it can Terrasilize to water. It does lose the boost from the snow then for its defenses, but at the same time, it will be standing, and you can actually hit harder back and still have your Glastrier for that turn. I'm running Stomping Tantrum because, as we all know, in the recent regulation metas, it's been fantastic for Ting Lu, Dragonite, all sorts of mon, because the potential to get that double damage is insane. And if you miss a Icicle Crash, you can even do that, so that's another thing this team has going for it. Icicle Crash, because it's Glastrier's best stab ice move. If you know you're going to use Glastrier, you want to be using something that hits really hard. Heavy Slam, because it absolutely destroys Flutter Mains, and it also lets you deal with other ice types, like other people that could potentially be running Glastrier. So yeah, that's the description for that one. Let's move on to Ursaluna. So Ursaluna is the second backup for this team. I don't think many people need any instructions for this. If you do, I'll run you through it quickly. Ursaluna is broken. It is so busted. It is unreal. So Facade obviously is a move with, is it 70 or 80 base power? I can't remember exactly. But that move gets double damage when you are paralyzed, burnt, poison, you know, if you're status. And so the reason why Ursaluna has the Flame Orb is because your Facade gets a double damage boost. So it becomes like 140, 150, whatever. But then Ursaluna also gets Guts, which further boosts the attack stat of Ursaluna if it's got a status. So you've got this bear that does, I don't even want to think about how much damage on damage numbers. That, you know, is very slow. That's Ursaluna's like kind of cop-out point. But Ursaluna besides that is a destructive menace, and I can understand now why people were seriously worried about it coming into Regulation D. I've given it normal terror, so we can just further boost the Facade even further if we need to. I literally O-code a Groudon in this video with one Facade, which is just ridiculous, actually brain-numbingly ridiculous, which is, yeah, as I just said, it's insane. Rock Slide, because it's very good and we don't have much rock on the team, and it deals with things like Talonflame, Flying types, Rayquaza, you know, that sort of thing. EQ, because it's a great stab move for Ursaluna, continued with Guts and the ground typing it has, and it hits everything on the field. And then Protect, because you want to make sure your Ursaluna's okay and not getting O-code. Ursaluna's got a lot of bulk, but, you know, it's not invincible, so you want to be able to predict and make sure you protect it when you need to. Moving on to the Trick Room setters, so I've got Bronzong and Cresselia. Cresselia has always been good. It's always been an absolute menace in Pokemon since years and years ago. Anybody that plays competitive Pokemon knows that. They nerfed it a bit this patch, I believe, in Scarlet and Violet, so it's actually had its base stats reduced by 10 in certain, I think it might be defense and special defense, which I think is okay. I think it kind of needed that. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, but they gave it Lunar Blessing, which allows it to heal itself and your partner Pokemon on the field of you for like 50, 60 HP, which is, well, that might not be those exact numbers, but around about that as I've used it, which is good. It's a good trade out, and it means Cresselia has even more staying power, and, you know, is people just want to get rid of it as fast as possible, and you can just stop them from doing that as long as you're hitting that button. Trick Room is self-explanatory. Most of the Pokemon on this team are slow. We want them to be able to move first. We use Trick Room. Thunderbolt, because it gives Cresselia some coverage for things that could be looking to hurt it, you know, and also because, you know, it's not always going to be optimal for me to have Iron Hands on the field, so Thunderbolt. Moonblast, because it's great. We all love fairy moves. They're the most broken thing in the entire game. And then I've given Cresselia the Electric Terra typing because it has Levitate, so it doesn't get hit by ground moves. So if you Terrasilize Cresselia into Electric, it has no weaknesses. It just gets hit for middle damage, standard damage by everything, besides things that aren't very effective against it. I've given Cresselia the Mental Herb, because then if it gets taunted in turn 1, it can just restore that and it can get Trick Room off. Bronzong is kind of the same. Bronzong is tanky as heck. It does not want to leave the field ever. I've given it safety goggles, so it's not bothered by a Mungus, any powder move basically. We've got Safeguard to prevent the other members of the team from getting statuses if we're not running Ursaluna and etc. Gyro Ball because it means Bronzong hits super hard the slower it is than the opposing Pokemon. So you see an Iron Bundle, you hit Gyro Ball, it dies. It's as simple as that. And Bronzong's got the Fire Terra typing for the exact same reason as Cresselia. It has Levitate, it can't be hit by ground moves. And, you know, the main thing that it's weak to is fire. So if you have Terastallized Fire on it, then if somebody launches a Flare Blitz at you from Arc or Talonflame, I keep using Talonflame in this video, then you're probably going to live it very, very easily. So that's that. Iron Hands is just like the physical bulk of the team and the damage dealer as well. Like, we've got very common setup for it, you know, Fake Out, Drain Punch. I use Thunder Punch instead of Wild Charge to give Iron Hands more staying power, and because there is like 15 base damage difference, I really don't see... I mean, in certain situations, yeah, I can understand why Wild Charge is better, but I also want my Iron Hands alive, so yeah. Volt Switch so that it can escape the field as and when it needs to, and, you know, whether it's being held down by Gothitelle or anything like that, then that gives it a safe switch out as well. Fly and Terror so that, you know, if I'm using Ursaluna and I hit Earthquake and I Terastallize Iron Hands, he doesn't get O-Code instantly. And Assault Vest because it's almost the best item on Iron Hands altogether. And then finally, Abomasnow. Abomasnow is here because, you know, it gets Snow Warning. It can set the Snow up instantaneously. Pretty common move set for Abomasnow, I think. Giga Drain, Earth Power, Blizzard because it hits both slots and it's Snow and it's its best stab. And it never misses in the snow, and Aurora Reveal, which kind of gels with the rest of the team. You know, if Glastrier's got Snow up and Aurora Reveal up, which for people that don't know, Aurora Reveal halves physical and special damage and for 5 turns, so you use Light Screen and Reflect, both those moves at the same time, but you can only use it in the snow, so Abomasnow is actually really, really good for that. I've given this Abomasnow my own EV palette, and I think it's really, really good. And then it's Terra Water, so if it's being threatened by fire, because it's 4 times effective and could just get rid of it instantly, we can Terra it on turn 1. And then the weakness policy, because when he does live in those situations, because of the EVs I've given him, he can hit like a truck with Giga Drain, Blizzard, Earth Power, and can actually give himself some decent stopping power. So yeah, that's the breakdown of the team. So if you guys want to use the team, the code will be in the top right corner to rent it as per usual. I'll also leave it in the description. And besides that, that's the breakdown done, so let's show you the team in action. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, it really supports me, it helps me get through the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it always. Leave a comment if you are watching the video and you like the team, and even if you use the team, let me know what you like, let me know what you dislike, let me know what you think could be better. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe, because I really appreciate that. We're slowly crawling towards 500 subs, little by little, and that means the absolute world to me. And if you don't have my post notifications on, then please turn them on so you never miss a video. And besides from that, I've been Zephr. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. And I destroy him. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, the models in this game look so good. So let's protect Winnie this turn and land a Trick Room. This is Terra. Ground, Terra, Groudon. Okay. I mean, if you're just going for EQs or... Well, you won't be going for EQs, you're going for E-Blades. Like, you know, we're back in Sword and Shield now, so yeah. Oh, you are going for EQ, okay. I mean, Cresselia doesn't really care for that, so... It's a bit of a whiff, that. Oh, you tried to double take down my Ursaluna. That's cute. A shame. Because now you're in the TR. Right. We can... I think we can just shoot Terra Normal here, to be honest. Like, I don't see a problem with this. Go straight into Groudon. We hit a Thunderbolt into Arctos here, so... Terra Normal Facade Ursaluna. Oh my god. How much damage does this do is my question. Like, this has to go crazy. Let's find out. It's my first game with a team. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, he left. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. There's no way. And that, do we just KO the Artie as well? Oh, we're not even going to get to find out. So stupid. Oh. Dragonite, Xian Pal. Good core. Relatable core. You're getting the snow down to start. This turn we can just get a free aurora reveal off, and we can just fake out the Dragonite, really. Yeah, if we fake out the Dragonite, we don't have to make any terrors this turn, so things that Dragonite does not want to see on the field at the start anyway, so this terror isn't surprising. Is the terror flying? It probably is. Terror normal! Okay, so we've got the extreme speed Dragonite. That's okay, we can deal with that. This turn, however, we're just going to break your multi-scale if you've got it and, you know, just stop you in tracks anyway. Liquid Sword, that's okay, we calced for that, so... Thank you for my weakness policy. Appreciate you. Iron Hands is going to have fun with that normal Dragonite as well. Yeah. Right, now we go for a Giga Drain, and we go for a Drain Punch into the Dragonite slot. Easy. It's not really going to do too much for you. Extreme Speeds into my Iron Hands. That's a lot of damage, but Drain Punch is going to heal that right back up. I don't think that knocks out. Oh, rough, bro. Rough. Very rough. See, I didn't steal this Abomasnow from anyone. I worked this Abomasnow out on my own. It's got my own EV pattern that I worked out. And I think it's really, really good. Because it allows it to do things like that. Okay, we will take out the Dragonite. That's actually crazy. Iron Hands is the biggest Dragonite counter. Whether you run it flying, whether you run it normal, no matter what. Crazy. Goodbye, Dragonite. Yarrow, what is that? Oh, we got the Talon Flame. Okay. I want to launch a Blizzard, but I feel like Talon Flame just KOs me anyway. So I think it might be worth letting Talon Flame KO my Abomasnow this turn. We'll fire off a Blizzard just in case. If not, then we will get a Volt Switch down into this slot. We can come back with a Fake Out. Goodbye, Abomasnow. I love you. He did his job. That's all that matters. And he did more. No way we got flinched by the Icicle Crash. That's crazy. Honestly. This is fine. Actually super okay with this. Bring in the Horse, the secret weapon of destruction. Now what do we do here? I think we Sword Stance and we go after this Talon Flame as well. Yeah, we do. Snow's not going to matter for my horse anymore, but we've got Aurora Reveal, so it's alright, we can work with it. He tried to Flare Blitz now, then. Liquid Sword. Nah. Flare Blitz. Nah. Oh, the Aurora Reveal makes Glastrier so tanky. The fact that that almost KOs Talon Flame is insane, considering my hands has no special attack investment. Now we bring the boy out. And the rest of the game from here is history. See, this is like the second mode that my team has, is getting Glastrier onto the field and just making it a monster, really. What do I care about more here? I care more about you. And we set up the Trick Room this turn. Oh. Are we gone Flare Blitz my Bronzong? Okay. I mean, there's not really much I can do about that, but you let me bring hands to the field for free. And you lose Chiant out of this turn, so... You just KO your own Talon Flame as well. Yeah, that's really sad. Like, the fact that he had to do that to stop me from getting Trick Room up. Now that's a +3 Ice Horse. Even without Trick Room now, this thing's on. It's basically... Best hope your last one has Protect, sir. Is that gonna have Protect? I couldn't tell you. It's not gonna matter either way. Because you either take out my hands, no it doesn't have Protect. Or it's probably Choice Scarf, isn't it? Yeah, so you just lose now. GG's. Big Ice Horse. Destroyer of Worlds. That team was interesting, and I wanted to see what that Treads was going to do, but I just didn't get to, really. Like, Treads hit the field, instantly got fainted, Dunskies.
Saves
I love this
hundreds of lives.
Mm-hmm.